3 years is a long time to disappear from someone's life, long enough for memories to dull, for anger to cool, for people to convince themselves that what they did wasn't really that bad, or at least, that's what she must have believed. I hadn't planned to see her again. In fact, I chose this beach specifically because it was far from the city we once shared, far from the restaurants, the streets, the routines that carried too much history. I came alone, early in the morning, just me, the sound of the waves, and a sense of peace I had fought hard to earn. I was barefoot, walking along the shoreline, coffee in hand, when I felt it, that strange instinct you get when someone familiar is watching you. I turned my head casually, and there she was. At first, she didn't recognize me. People rarely do when you're no longer frozen in the version of yourself they remember. I looked different, healthier, calmer, lighter, but then our eyes met. Her expression changed instantly. Shock came first. Her smile, meant for whoever she was with, collapsed mid-motion. Her body stiffened like she'd walked into a memory she never expected to face again. I watched it all happen in real time, like waves crashing one after another, disbelief, panic, guilt, and finally something close to fear. I didn't stop walking. I didn't wave. I didn't turn away either. I simply continued down the sand, passing her as if she were just another stranger enjoying the sun. That was when she said my name. Not loudly, not confidently, almost like a question. Almost like she wasn't sure she was allowed to say it anymore. I stopped. 3 years earlier, she had ended our marriage with a smile that still haunted me sometimes. She told me she had outgrown me, that I was holding her back. 2 weeks later, she moved in with the man she swore was just a friend. When I asked for answers, for honesty, for even a shred of decency, she cut contact completely, blocked, deleted, erased. Silence had been her final weapon. I turned slowly and looked at her, really looked. The woman who once felt like home now looked unsettled. Older, not in years, but in weight. The kind of weight that comes from consequences catching up quietly. "Hi," I said. That was all. One word. Calm, neutral. She stared at me like she was waiting for anger, for accusations, for bitterness. Maybe she was prepared to defend herself, to rewrite history one more time. But I didn't give her anything to fight. "You're here?" she asked, glancing around as if I might disappear again. "I am," I replied. "On vacation." There was an awkward pause. The waves filled the silence better than either of us could. "I didn't think I'd ever see you again," she said finally. I shrugged. "Life's full of surprises." She laughed nervously, the same laugh she used to give when she was uncomfortable. "You look, good." "I feel good," I corrected gently. That seemed to hit harder. She hesitated, then asked the question she'd clearly been holding back. "How have you been, after everything?" There it was. After everything. The betrayal, the lies, the way she vanished when I needed closure the most. "I rebuilt," I said. "It took time, but I'm happy now." Her eyes searched my face, looking for cracks. She didn't find any. "And you?" I asked, not out of curiosity but courtesy. She glanced back toward the beach chairs where a man sat scrolling on his phone, completely unaware of the moment unfolding. "Things are complicated," she admitted. "Not what I expected." I nodded. I didn't need details. I already understood. The fantasy rarely survives real life. "I wanted to reach out," she said quickly. "So many times, but I didn't think you'd want to hear from me." That almost made me smile. "You were right," I said calmly. Her shoulders dropped slightly, like she'd been carrying a weight she hoped I'd lift for her. "I'm sorry," she added, "for how I handled things, for disappearing." "I know," I replied. She looked up sharply. "You do?" "Yes," I said. "People disappear when they don't want to face what they've done." That silence again, heavier this time. "I should go," I said, turning back toward the shoreline. She panicked. "Wait, can we talk later? Maybe coffee, just to catch up?" I thought about it for a second, not because I was tempted, but because I wanted to choose my answer consciously. "No," I said kindly. "That chapter's closed." Her eyes glistened. I guess I deserve that. I didn't argue. I didn't comfort her. Some realizations need to be carried alone. As I walked away, I felt something settle inside me. Not triumph, not revenge, but closure. Real closure. The kind that doesn't require apologies or explanations. 3 years ago, she walked away believing she'd left me behind. But standing there on that beach, watching her expression change as she realized I was thriving without her, I understood something important. Silence didn't break me. It freed me. And sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do after betrayal is not to chase answers, but to live so well that seeing you again becomes the answer they never wanted.